to Nashville, Tennessee, and Nissan Stadium on the shores of the Cumberland River. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans. On the visiting sideline, there's head coach Shane Steichen. His guys have two straight home defeats to start the year, trying to find that first win out here on the road. His counterpart on the Titans sideline is Brian Callahan. His team off to the opposite start, 2-0, and they are at home seeking a third straight win. Game time is here. Glad you're with us. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. Off we go from Nissan Stadium. Brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Colts offense going to take the field here for the first time. They're led by the former first-round pick out of Duke, quarterback Daniel Jones.
It's fair to say this season hasn't gotten off to the type of start they likely envisioned for themselves, but it's still early. A win here, it could go a long way towards changing the trajectory of this entire season. But what's going to make this even more difficult today, not only the worthy opponent that they face, but having to go on the road and do it here in a hostile environment. If he is able to lead his team to a win today, I think that gives them the spark to turn this season around.
And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Gain of 26 yards.
It's a gain there of 26 yards. They'll try and play with some pace early on.
10 at the 37-yard line.
Jones keeping this one. And his momentum completely stopped there. Picked up, thrown down for a loss.
Tackled back at the 40.
Working from the gun, it's Jones. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
22 yards.
That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
First and 10.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage. A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal, but I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
And this one sent all the way over the back line. No fun of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out per the new rule to the 35-yard line. In motion, Okonkwo. They'll run it with Tony Pollard. And he's going to get upended right at the line of scrimmage. And he's picked up and thrown down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10. At the 30.
They'll run once more, and it's Pollard again. He'll be brought down just shy of midfield. 14 on the pickup. That's good for a Titan first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 40.
Now it's Ward. Open right side is Okonkwo. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up second and 2 at the 44-yard line.
Out of the gun, they give it to Pollard. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
That's good for a Titans first down.
Throwing is Ward. There's Rockets for the catch. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Second and 6 at the Colts 35-yard line.
From the gun, here's Ward. In trouble, and down he goes. DeForest Buckner in there to bring him down. And that's his first sack of the year. So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. 3-0 is our score. We're back in Music City after this. Titans football here to start quarter number 2 as they face a difficult 3rd and 12. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive. The Michigan man, Quiddy Hayes. He's in to drop him for a sack, and that will bring up 4th down. On 4th down, the former All-Pro Johnny Hecker out to punt for Tennessee. And we will not have a return on this one. Ball's going to hit. And the Colts offense ready to possess the football for the second time. Hey, Greg, no one better than you to talk about the rookie crop of tight ends, especially at the top. Couple guys who have Midwest ties, played in the Big Ten, now find themselves in the Midwest, especially Colston Loveland, who's a Chicago Bear tight end.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, Mike, when I watch Loveland play, when you look back and watch his tape from Michigan, there's 2 guys that play tight end. There's the guy that you have to script open. He's going to catch flat routes and naked routes, and he's going to catch the easy ones, and he'll run after and get what he can. And then there's the guys, Mike, that get themselves open. They can win 3rd down one-on-one. They can win versus press. They can win routes downfield versus defensive backs, not just linebackers. When I watch Colston Loveland, that's the guy I see.
And another one out of the Big Ten, Tyler Warren from Penn State. He goes to Indianapolis.
Yeah, he's a little more of a throwback player. He can play with a quarterback, he can play H-back, he can put his hand on the ground. He's still good enough and athletic enough to play in space. When you look at what Penn State did with him, there wasn't a position on the field, including center, that he didn't play. So he's a really big, physical, run after catch. I think he's a good fit because remember, in Indy, that Shane Steichen offense, they're going to want to run the ball. They're going to want to get downhill with the run game, offensive line. So I think it's a good fit because he's very talented in the passing game, but he's going to keep teams honest with his ability to still contribute on all 3 downs.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. So on 4th down, the Colts send out Rigoberto Sanchez to punt. That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. Bring it back out to the 20-yard line. The Titans offense ready for their second possession. So we've seen from the start of the season the change in the kickoff rule, the ball coming out to the 35 instead of the 30. Greg, as you talk to folks around the league, there's been a little bit of a change philosophically in how to approach even when you kick a field goal in the NFL.
Yeah, and I think so much of the initial conversation is how does the kickoff team handle it? Do you pooch it? Do you kick it out the back of the end zone? And I think there's going to be a wide array of approach. But maybe the part that doesn't get talked about enough, Mike, is how the new kickoff rule actually changes how you play the game offensively. So think if you have the ball inside the 5-yard line, it's 4th and goal from the 3. In the old days, right, the days that we all remember were a touchback following a score, in this case a field goal try, you would kick the ball out of the back of the end zone, hopefully, and it would be a touchback.
Oh, he gets a good read defensively and intercepts it. Picked off. That's Samuel Womack. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
On 1st down, Joe. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down. Shotgun now for Joe. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly in his 3rd attempt. In middle, and he's got down. And he's going to have the 1st down. Just past the marker. It is 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And that play took a little long to develop. They stop it for no gain at the inside the 5. It is second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Gun, it's Jones. That one, taken in. Alec Pierce. Touchdown, Colts. For Daniel Jones, he had 70 regular season touchdown passes as a Giant. This, his first with Indy. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field and results in a nice touchdown.
The extra point, up and good. And the Colts are out to a 10-0 lead.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. Out comes the Tennessee offense. They get set to see what they can do. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with first and 10. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Second and 10.
Brings up second and 10 at the 22-yard
To throw is Ward. Now a screen. Here's Pollard. This one going to be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield. Third and long.
At the 19-yard line.
Shotgun snap for Ward. And that's not going to do it. They'll get about 3, but it's fourth and long coming up. Here's Johnny Hecker now, as he's on to punt for the second time. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Half-time and no rest for the weary. Let's get right back to it. Quarter number 3 set to begin.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. The return starts from the 5. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The Titans offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. The Colts have got it. And he is going to bring this one back. They force the fumble, and it leads to a defensive score. And a terrific play for the defense to come up with the score that, Greg, extends their lead and really hurts the offense's momentum.
Mike, it's hard enough in this league when you find yourself trailing in the second half to be able to battle yourself back and try to end up winning this game. But when you have turnovers like that, that not only then extend the lead, it just makes that even a taller task.
His kick is good. Makes the score 17. Titans nothing. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Titans offense ready to see what they can do. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. First and 10. Throw on the run is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. So from the 36, it is first and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Out of the gun, Ward. Escaping to his left.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Here's Ward. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. may come up
Good
for
coverage
third
by
down.
Charvarius Ward.
Lockett headed in motion. Throwing on third down, Ward. This one downfield for Okonkwo. That's hard. And he's going to be brought down. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's first and 10.
First and 10 at the
To throw
14-yard
is
line.
Ward. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And he's close to another first down. Brought down just shy of the marker.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 6-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with their fullback. Trying to use that big body to get the yardage, but he is stopped for no gain.
It's a loss of a yard.
The backfield
Brings up
empty
third
here
down
for third and 2. Throwing, Ward. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. On fourth down,
Joey
on is the
Sly
veteran
on for the
Joey
Tennessee
Sly for
field
the
goal.
Titans field goal.
29-yard
Officially a 29-yard attempt. And this is blocked. He gets 3. He's to the 40. Inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Indy.
Touchdown, Colts.
The Raider now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Colts are able to extend out to a 24-0 lead.
Titans, nothing. Rigoberto Sanchez, the kickoff.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. We'll go ahead and just seed the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. The Titans offense headed back to take over once more. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on first and 10. A nice pickup moving it across the 40. We'll give them 6 on that play.
On the stop. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
Looking to throw, it's Ward. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. He'll drop to throw. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Going to leave the offense out there for fourth and long. They snap it to Ward. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on fourth. They give the ball over on dead. Now a play fake. Jones. That is balled in at the 5. And the Colts are going to have first and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Colts, first down. First and goal.
Taylor. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up second and goal.
Brings up second.
Again, it'll be Taylor. And no signal as of yet. And none forthcoming. He is stopped short. And now it's third and goal. They'll try and run. Here's Taylor. Good blocking, and he's in. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Indianapolis. It's campaign.
The kicker on
And
for
that
the extra
touchdown
point.
probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Jaquan Jackson on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Titans offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. The drive starts. It's a carry by Pollard. And he'll be brought down around the 38-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Titans first down.
In motion,
First and
Okonkwo.
10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll go back to Pollard on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the
It's a
line.
loss of 2.
It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 36-yard line.
Back to throw. Going for it all. That is hard. That long one's going to bring them 1st and goal. He is brought down at the 5-yard line.
A gain of 59 on the play.
They'll run here. It's Pollard. And he's going to lose yardage here. Taken down back at the 8. Task a bit tougher as they face 2nd and goal. Again, they try Pollard. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. Do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play.
At this stage of the game, the score is really irrelevant. You want to try to build something positive towards the end of this game, and I think that score will help do just that.
It's the score. Colts 31, Titans 7.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Anthony Gould now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Colts offense ready to take over once again. And after a slow start to the year, they put it together so far this one. But it was going to be 0 and from the start. Still on the move. Inside the 10. Using the tight end to get to the end zone, Greg, at your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry. What an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, and this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
The Raider now on for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Colts add on to their already sizable lead. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Jackson now to return it. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Out comes the Tennessee offense. They get set to see what they can do. They'll start out 1st down and 10. They'll give it to Pollard to start this drive. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and
Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. DeForest Buckner gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. So this one, a win for the visiting Colts. They get the victory away from home in the division. This is so valuable. And they'll get another shot in their place next time, later in the season. And that'll do it For my partner, Greg Olson, for our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.
Fall is in the air and not a moment too soon. I'm Scott Hansen, and this is your EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 3. Lots to get you caught up on. Why don't we start out in Foxborough? The Patriots at home to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it's the newest Steeler, the former Seahawk, DK Metcalf. He was absolutely electric. This, one of 3 touchdown grabs for him in the game. The Steelers are able to come away with the road win. Next, let's go to Landover, Maryland, just outside the nation's capital. Looking in on the Commanders, they're playing host to the Las Vegas Raiders. And it's the Washington defense that comes up with the big play here. They force the fumble, and it's a scoop and score for the touchdown. The Commanders just a little too good in this one. They come away with the win. Lastly, let's head to Buffalo. The Bills taking on the Miami Dolphins. And this is Julian Hill. They're going to get it out to him on the right side and then watch him do the rest. Whoa, is he fun to watch. Put it in the books as a 62-yard touchdown. The Dolphins are back in the win column. They move to 2-1 with a Week 3 victory. And that's a wrap for this week. For all the hardworking men and women in the studio, Scott Hansen saying goodnight. We'll see you again next week right here on EA Sports.